As soon as these cooldowns go off, the Nature's Prophet of the Storm can do as they please. There's no real hero that can get on top of them besides the SP, and they lack the damage as I mentioned before. Once they start building up items that tanks them up, it's going to get harder and harder, and you always see the Pious Angel or Bloodstone these days on Storm. You also see the Witchblade with BKB Satanic on the Nature's Prophet eventually in the later stages, so even if you can get on top of them, it doesn't mean that they're going to be an easy kill. So who are you favoring here? It just looks like you just favor OB.Neon too much, right? Battle. Yeah.
You need to be like a shark.
I'm just gonna good of you. Yeah, most people actually have transitioned into the Helm of Iron Will rush. So just so for the Helm of Thumb, and then you have a creep that you can actually use to recover and help get kills. As well, on top of that, it helps you to play the lane a little bit. It's kind of like a budget necro book, but because you're rushing Helm of Iron Will, you have an item that allows you to survive. It provides you, I believe, 5 armor and 6 armor, I think, and 5 HP reach in a second. So pretty insane stats for only about 925 gold, which is a little over the ring, so only 100 gold extra.
With me.
Whoa! Against the odds, it looks like.
First blood awaits. Blood in the water. Time to feed!
And have a quick look at KP's items because he got the first blood.
Huzzah!
It couldn't have got any better for him, honestly. He got that ring straight up without needing to wait for anything, and he's gonna get his Culling Blade as well. But in terms of the laning phase, I would have agreed with you normally if he still needed to wait some time for the Ring of Health. But the thing about Tidehunter is you need to get cracked shot bottom lane for general, playing a very aggressive hero for Treants. It's just, once you get Kraken Shell, it's not that easy to zone out a Tidehunter, even with the Nature's Prophet. Yeah, most definitely. It's not just for killing potential, but it allows you to farm faster as well and tanks you up a little bit. So it's a jack of all trades.
A wyvern's
Huzzah!
So far, only the 1 kill for KP from the bounty runes, but laning wise, it's definitely favoring Neon a little bit already.
Huzzah!
Yeah, it seems like this. Top lane, things. Yeah, these water runes, 4-minute water runes should be pretty important here. I wonder if any of the supports are going to rotate in. Obviously, for Neon, they have the Nyx. Actually, they could just commit 2 heroes if they really want to shut down Winter Wyvern's bottle usage here. General. I do like how he's adapted his builds. He's gone for the Mana Burn instead of just getting Carapace, draining out all of the mana from these 2, especially KP's mana, because you can't actually Aegis Smash the last hit here. You can't aggressively use Gush to get any kills, so it's just, at best, going to be a trade of farm. However, Scambaloo is going for a lot of stats, so eventually he's just going to outlast hit KP's Tidehunter with just the raw damage. Oh my god.
A wyvern's breath.
Yeah. Yeah. He's got some kobolds top lane Sims.
Mine!
Did not catch you littering, bro.
Huzzah!
Yeah, he's got a clarity as well, trying to solve the problem, but it's so difficult. You can't really leave the lane for too long to get a full usage of clarity. Eventually, you're going to get mana burned again, so you're kind of wasting money on something that's not really being put to full use. But as you said, yeah, Soul Ring's pretty good because you can't really take away the mana. As soon as you open up the Soul Ring, you can use it. So you don't actually get mana burn and you don't take any damage. And you also get stats from the Soul Ring, which is really nice. You get some strength, you get some armor, which is very helpful against the Nature's Prophet's Blightstone. So I think that might have been a better approach.
Here I am! Zip!
But yeah, I mean, as you said, the CSing is just going so much an advantage to the Neon here. Level-wise, almost level 6 on the Nature's Prophet, and that's when we're going to see some aggressive play. 11 denies as well on Scambaloo, and it's going to get worse, because the more trees he gets, the easier it becomes, as well as the stats. He's got the treads on the way already.
Radiant are scanning.
For my coffers.
With my labors. Illusion.
A wyvern's breath.
And they've also... There's the curse.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Into a corner. You had your warning.
Dire structures are fortified.
Jungle without mana here can't actually get that intel to finish off the SB, but yeah, they've forced reactions, they've gotten the kills without any trades, and at the meantime, Enry's just farming ahead. He's already got the Soul Ring, he's got the Arcanum, he's going for Moon here because he knows there's no curse.
My eternal gratitude.
KP's going for the Soul Ring as we were mentioning before. He's got the root already, so he's pretty tank. He's going to be the hero that's going to be first in the Brood Mother. Raji. She gets sniped? Oh my goodness. it's really hard to keep track of these three cores, right? They're just so mobile and so impactful from Neon. And because it's so fast-paced, it makes it very difficult to kind of use even numbers to win these fights. So it's either you outnumber or you play very passively and avoid it.
Over here now! Looking for me?
The Yopaj.
Radiant's turret has been killed.
Now over here!
Dire's middle tower is under attack. Dire's middle tower has fallen.
And it just doesn't seem like SMG's on the same page. They were hoping to just get that one pick and reset, but then they kept bringing numbers one after the other, and eventually they traded more than what they came for. KP on the other hand, he understood that that was not a fight to take, and he decided not to TP there, despite the fact that he had Ravage. But KP...
Bad intel?
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Huzzah!
Yeah, Team SMG, they need to be careful now. We actually saw a game
Dire's top tower
where
has fallen.
they just kept getting picked off. And I believe it was against Army Genius's Broodmother as well. So a very similar scenario where they just kept playing 3 lanes and they kept getting punished and trying to out-greed it. So with a lineup like this, you just need to restrict yourself.
Huzzah!
Skim? No way. You can't do that, Skim. No way.
Huzzah! Pudding pop! Hello? I'm over here.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Run away!
Maybe my finger got
Huzzah!
Yopaj is just so massive. He's already got the Orchid making his way to the BKB, 6.2k net worth. Even Scam with the 2 deaths in a row, he's already at 6,000 net worth. Enru's at 5.5, so all 3 cores are actually leading. Enru never really leading the top lane, just making sure that he makes people react top, and he's looking for another kill here. But oh my god, he gets the kill and he gets away.
Dire's bottom tower.
Monster kill! Huzzah!
Yeah, they're just too slow as in the lineup, and they've given away too much early game. They've been trying to force too many fights.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Yeah.
Huzzah!
And they're going to transition into the Roshan pit here. The Broodmother is definitely going to be able to tank it up. He just needs to connect, which he's doing so. Or maybe not. They've just whacked the Roshan and decided, maybe not right now. But they do have the damage. It's more about the risk. It's not necessarily about can they do it or can they not do it. It's more about if they do it and Team SMG does contest it and they get that fight, they're back in the game. Or at least they give them a chance to get back in the game. However, if they just win a fight before going Roshan, then it's going to be very difficult for Team SMG to keep up. Just not really going for those high risk, high reward plays just yet. Because they're not in a position where they need to risk themselves. They can just keep controlling the map, they can keep using the mobility in their lineup, and the global presence as well from the nature spot, but to get these pickoffs and just use the numbers game to their advantage.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Yeah, I guess against the Tidehunter as well as the Spectre, having that break.
Over here now.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Told you a storm was coming.
Broodmother's got the point.
Dire's
Gonna
middle
start grouping
tower
up.
is under attack. Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Yeah, the
Radiant's
problem
top
is he
tower
doesn't
is
actually have
under
any
attack.
armor there, so the Bloodstone just puts him to full armor against these top heroes. They also had the medallion there, so I think he went into the negatives there.
You blew it.
There we go. And what can they do? I mean, what can Team SMG do here? Because they haven't collected one single tower yet. The bottom tower is extremely low. They're gonna just lose the Roshan in 2 seconds. And although they do have a lot of team fight, do they have enough damage and the ability to get that team fight execution going their way?
The seeds of fortune.
Radiant are scanning. Radiant structures are fortified. Radiant's bottom tower has been denied.
Huzzah! Over here now. Told you a storm was coming. Told you a storm was coming.
Yeah, I think it really comes down to getting pickoffs and just somehow making a good smoke play. But it's very difficult when you have all these heroes already tanking up. The Broodmother is near impossible to kill. Even if you were to commit ultimate, it's going to take some time. And by the time you commit on him with those ultimates, you could always see Skembalulu just TPing in and helping him out. The other approach as well is trying to kill Skembalulu himself, because he doesn't actually have the Aegis. And he's not that tanky since he's gone for that Shadowblade pickup. However, the way he's playing on the map, not showing himself and playing in the safest area, makes it pretty much near impossible for Team SMG to get that catch. So the only ones showing on the map, as I said before, the very tanky Broodmother, and also Yopaj, who's got the Aegis. So who do you take? Who's the choice? You can't, so they're just going to wait it out. But they do smoke, and they're going for it.
Huzzah!
And now all the lanes are going to be shoving by Scam. Look at, he's already in the bottom lane, top side of the map. They're going for it.
Let the fun begin! Regeneration! Over here to shade! No, right now! Where's the party?
They got ravaged though. Oh, the loss.
Here I am! Zip!
Dire's middle tower is under attack. Dire's structures are fortified.
Huzzah!
Yeah, they're still losing ground. Network is decreasing as well. But they got Scam here, who doesn't actually have a black king bar to save himself.
Blow the man down!
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Looking good! Huzzah!
Radiant's turret has been killed. Dire's middle tower is under attack. Dire's middle tower has fallen.
Yeah, I mean... Yeah, I just don't see them throwing enough of a lead for the Spectre to be able to recover. And if you look at the net worth graph as well, he's not even topping the net worth for his team. He's 4k behind the lowest core from Neon, so...
It's more for fun than sport.
Let's go next. Let's watch the replay. Let's go next and not just get demotivated, because there's nothing really productive about this. Like, sure, maybe you want to take one more fight with the rapid blink dagger, but if you lose it, then you just go for it.
Lasting this long.
Yeah, maybe it is a task curse. I'm just surprised Yopaj didn't pop his BKB. He also had Essence Rings, so there's no way he would have died there. We're going back in.
Ho-ho! Huzzah! Let the fun begin! I'm over here!
Vaughn mana actually. It's not a team fight for them.
A storm was coming.
Dire's middle tower is under attack. Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Yeah, and it's because there's no ultimates, the downtimes from Team SMG not having the Ravage, the Curse being down preemptively there, it just came back up. Obviously Haunt being down as well, so they don't really have the tools to fight. And despite the fact that Yopaj didn't have much mana, it didn't really matter because they just didn't have the way of actually killing him and taking him down.
Huzzah!
No.
Invisibility.
It fits forward, we can't hear it, but John will kind of know something's up.
Oh, what I miss? Over here now.
Is Moon gonna stick around? Because he could TP if he wanted to, but it looks like he wants to cut the creeps. Oh my god, that Sprout just barely misses.
Huzzah!
Alright, they got their ultimates now. Haunt is available, Curse as well as the Ravage. So if they take a good fight here, they can actually go for the Roshan, because it is up.
Dire's bottom tower has fallen.
Yeah. I mean, after the first time he didn't actually pop his BKB, maybe now he's been told off. Been told off by the Neon boss. He's like, what the hell, press your buttons? And now he's just pressing too many buttons.
Dire are scanning.
But yeah, once their ultimates go down, Scam just doesn't care. He's already got the BKB, so he's just teleporting into the fight and popping it, making sure he gets a kill within the BKB duration. But there's just a massive lack of damage coming from Team SMG. And of course, there's a wide gap of net worth, and that's the main reason to do so. I mean, if maybe this game was around 8,000 gold net worth difference, maybe there was a chance for Team SMG to still recoup by winning these fights, because maybe Neon would have so much damage or so much health to survive in these fights. But that's not the case here, and now it's 22k gold. They actually quite done it though.
Here I am! I'm getting up! Here I am!
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
I'm staging a comeback!
Dire's turret has been killed.
Well, they do force a buyback here, and they lost 2k net worth, but they're gonna go high ground now, and the only ultimate you got remaining is the Ravage. And is it gonna be enough to actually hold high ground here against the Tri-Core of Neon?
Dire's middle tower.
They also have the cheese yet, because obviously, there was the Ravage.
Dire's structures are fortified.
Huzzah!
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Alright, so
Huzzah!
look, depends. A lot of people will think differently. I personally don't think that staying in a losing game
Let the fun begin!
Dire's middle tower is under attack. Radiant's tower has been killed. Radiant are scanning.
yeah, they're making some good plays.
Guess what comes next? I'll get over it.
But yeah, I mean, they're making the plays and they're somewhat closing the gap a little bit, but it's still the problem of there's no real win condition here. Sure, the Spectre late game is really good, but you have a Tricor who's extremely fat. Even if you do kill him here and there, you're not really farming much off the map after you get those kills, because either one, you're dying or you're avoiding them. But they're making more plays here with Roger.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Solos him.
Huzzah!
Got ya!
But yeah, they still got the Ravage here, and when new ones back up, they do have the Haunt as well.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
No, most Spectres these days actually been transitioning into the Axe just because you can
Huzzah!
abuse, or not
tower
abuse,
is
but
under
you can
attack.
kind of remove the downtime off your Haunt, right? Because you have another ability that allows you to close the gap. And it's a very low CD one as well. So even if SB is looking to get kills and you don't have the Haunt, you can use the Shadow Step to connect to the fight, or just go for that single kick and then just get out of there. Another thing as well we've seen from Moon Chasers is the carry player, Julie. He was just using the Aghanim Shadow Step to reveal a hero on the map, dropping the Manta Illusions and Shadow Stepping back to base. So it's just providing intel pretty much for the team. Exactly. That's right. Yes.
From the inside out.
Let's go the air on this time around.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack. are fortified.
Over here now. The seeds of fortune.
Yeah, I'm not too sure why they're not just playing as a unit here. And we're not even participating in this fight, knowing fully well that Curse wasn't available since they utilized it on Scam initially. So I'm wondering if they just think they can't take a fight 5v5, and that's why it's kind of just backdooring with the racks. But they're in such a lead that they should be able to 5v5. There's no reason not to. But Scam here is actually
Radiant's
getting
middle
charged.
tower is under
Mid
attack.
one knows this fully well.
Radiant structures are
They might
fortified.
turn it around here, but Tim's is playing backup.
Infantry.
Warriors of the wood.
Huzzah!
Around life. Leaving so soon.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Yeah, he's been very,
Dire's middle tower
not selfish,
has
but like
fallen.
selfish in a way that he's just playing his own game, but he's pretty much allowing his team to play a little bit more aggressive because he's going to be the main target in these fights, since he can do like that.
Zap!
Well, they're making the use of the shadow step. As you can see there, ink swell into the shadow step.
Huzzah!
And the cooldown's only about 25-30 seconds. Yeah, 30 seconds there.
Where's the
So
body?
they can keep making these singular shadow step plays, either it be with a charge, or either it be with the ink swell preemptively. So they do have the ability to kill supports fairly easily now. It's just killing the calls from Neon's
Dire's
a
bottom
different
barracks are
story.
under attack. Radiant are scanning.
Huzzah!
It's hard to say because, yeah, if the team fight goes in the way of SMG, and when I say on the way, it's like they want to get a pick off before they want to take a fight, and then they want Neon to react, and then they get that nice curse to follow up and kill another hero for free. That's kind of how they want to set up the fight for Team SMG to actually get ahead. However, if Neon's just playing together, or they're just out farming the map, even if they do get picked off, but they don't react to the pick off, then even if they get that one kill, they're still going to be getting more resources than the kills worth. And with Roshan being available, this I believe was the third Roshan, so there is a refresher shot on this. This is going to be a huge round because if Team SMG can win this fight, take the Rosh, get the refresh on either Moon or KP, the Aegis on the Spectre, the Cheese on Moon, it's gonna be very hard to fight into them afterwards. Sure, you can split up the map as Neon, but you can't really split up into the Spectre, who's already got the Shadow Step as well as the charge from the SB.
Invisibility.
trouble.
Dire's middle barracks are under attack.
We get the curse, but not really on the same page there.
Dire's middle barracks has fallen. Dire's bottom barracks are under attack. Dire's middle barracks has fallen.
What a
Radiant
game. I mean, Neon kind of just